Guys, you're going to hate this, all right? You're going to hate this one. All right, Mr. Freeze. Mr. Freeze is on a list we do not want to see him on. So this is from NBA University, poorest defensive impact per EPM. So it's bad. It's not good. So he has very poor defensive impact, as you can see. Number two on the list. All right. All NBA players, he's number 2 on the list. That's not good. That's not great. And a lot of people have pointed out Malaki Branham's defense. But here's the funny part, though. Like, Malaki Branham's never been a good defender. Like, even in college, he hasn't been a good defender. As far as the eye test, and my eye test is completely off, I guess. But, like, as far as the eye test, as far as what I've seen from Malaki, I felt like he's been, like, a slightly below average defender. And it was much worse early on. But as of, like, the past few games, I thought he's been okay. I like the fact that he's utilizing his size and his strength a little bit more. He's getting a little bit more physical on both ends of the court. But I mean, I'll be honest and real in saying that, you know, and by the way, if you don't know what EPM is, estimated plus minus. But it's been quite a few times where I've seen him, you know, be late on closeouts. He doesn't, I don't know his wingspan, but he doesn't have like a crazy wingspan from what we've seen. But defensively, he's never been a good defender. But one thing that does make me feel a little bit better looking at this list, it's a lot of young guys, right? I mean, you got Tyrese Halliburton at 7, Tyus Jones, you got Ben Mathurin. It's a lot of young guys on this. Cam Thomas, Keontae George. And Keontae George, was Keontae George considered... Hold on. We need to figure this out. Was Keontae George considered a good defender? I don't remember what let's see. Pros, cons, draft. I don't recall us going over. I know we did, but it's been a minute. Let's see. Scouting Live. I like this website. Let's see. Coming into the league, Keontae George. Pros. Decent defender. Yeah. So he was considered a decent defender at the very least. So, you know, that's another young guy that, I mean, unlike Malaki Branham, he was actually considered decent. Tyrese, yeah, like I said, very young guys. So I'm not really worried about that necessarily. Because I definitely think some of these guys will improve defensively. And I think Malaki will too, but he'll never be a lockdown. I know somebody sent me a message before, and I'm so sorry, I can't remember who it was, but they said, man, I'm really hoping, or maybe it was on Twitter, and they were like, I'm really hoping that Malaki Branham will become like a lockdown player. You know, that's all we need is for him to be a lockdown. I'm going to say this right now. He'll never be a lockdown defender, ever. That's not his bread and butter. He'll never be that. But I do think that his offense will make up for it. And not every player on the team has to be like a phenomenal defender for you to be successful. You can have guys on the team that, you know, not that great at defense, but they're so good at offense that it makes up for it. And you have other guys on the defensive end that makes up for it as well. So I'm not really worried necessarily. I think Malaki will be okay. But, you know, it's not great. And then add on to it, if you want to see what it looks like for our team, it's pretty bad, okay? Pretty bad. So, as you can see here, once again, Spurs players defensive. Shout out to Jay for this defensive EPM. You can see, he put Mr. Freeze. So you got Malaki Branham at negative 3.4, really bad. Doug McDermott 1.7. And this tracks, right? This tracks. These aren't, you know, the best defenders in the world. You got Osman, Collins, which isn't good. A little shocking there, but whatever. Keldon, -1 is actually impressive because they actually attack him every single game. I don't know if you guys notice. Next Spurs game you watch, just pay attention to what the game plan is. If Keldon's on the court, they're going at Keldon Johnson. I mean, LeBron James, he attacked Keldon on every single play when Sohan wasn't in the game. You got Sohan at negative 0.7, Trey 0.7, Vassell 1.3, Vic 2.5. Oh my goodness. He's best on the team. But yeah, not great. Not great at all. But at the end of the day, I'm not expecting Malaki to be like a great defender. I wouldn't even say good defender. I just want him to be a defender where he's not exploited. And I will say that in the last few games, it hasn't been that bad. But that's the only thing I will hope for, that he's just a decent defender where you just can't, like, he's not getting exposed out there, you know? But yeah, just wanted to bring that to your attention. Kind of tough stuff.